What's going on, guys? This is your Black Belt Critic, and this is a very serious video. Because what we are seeing in this new generation isn't good. I don't like it. I feel that it's very harmful to gaming, and I want to give this open letter to Sony and Microsoft to give them some feedback from a gamer regarding what they are doing and why I feel it is wrong. Now, you guys already know what I'm talking about, clearly from the title of this video. But let me start with last generation and a trend that we saw get started last generation that spiraled out of control and pretty much fucked a lot of us gamers in the ass. And what was that? DLC. The DLC last generation was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. We had on-disc DLC, where they're selling gamers content locked on the disc. We had developers cutting out content from their games before they went gold and selling it back to us as DLC. You had developers selling the actual ending of their game as DLC instead of including it on the original disc. Horse armor? And I could go on and on and on. Very few developers and very few games actually incorporated and took proper advantage of DLC. But overall, when it came to DLC last generation, we got screwed over. Now, let's look at this new generation. Sony and Microsoft are incorporating something that I really do not like. Microtransactions. Now, I know we've seen microtransactions on a few games last generation, but what we're seeing right now is Gran Turismo 6, Forza 5, Crimson Dragon, and Rise. These are just a few examples of games that have microtransactions in this new generation. A lot of them pay to win. Now, when it comes to Gran Turismo 6, the highest costing car that you can actually pay for out of your own pocket will cost you nearly $200. But on Forza 5, I think it's like $60. That's how much the highest costing car is. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably already clicking away, talking about, you don't have to actually pay money for those cars, Blockbuster. All that content you can just play the game and earn with in-game credits. Yes, I understand that. But the point is what they're doing is cheapening the experience in gaming. They're taking away the thrill of the chase, the thrill of the completion. Guys, just think about all of your years of gaming and remember the feeling you got when you unlocked that last track. Remember the feeling you got when you unlocked that last character. Remember those feelings when you finally maxed out your stats, when you finally got all your skills. Remember those feelings. They are taking that away from us. They are cheapening that experience by putting a price tag on it. They are allowing gamers to pay, to not play, to earn. It doesn't make sense. Why are people paying? Why are they allowing people to pay to not play a game? Yet still get the same items that someone who puts in hundreds of hours into a game to earn. It's just not right. He got one guy who might play 100, 200, 300 hours in Forza 5 or Gran Turismo 6 to get that most expensive vehicle that you can buy. He goes online and sees his friend with the same vehicle. But, oh my gosh, Billy just got that game just an hour ago. How does he have his vehicle already? Well, guess what? He spent the money. took him less than 5 minutes to get what took you hundreds of hours to earn. So that's exactly what I'm saying. They're cheapening the experience of actually gaming to earn something. And if they want to do that for our games, why don't they do that for their achievements and their trophies? Because every time someone hacks their trophies or their achievements and gives themselves, all their achievements in a game, oh, you better not fucking do that shit. Get your ass banned. But if you want to pay for that most expensive vehicle that takes hundreds of hours to actually earn, oh, hey, go ahead and hand over that money. I'll be damned if you give yourself that trophy. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. They're cheapening the experience of playing a damn game. Let's look at last generation, people. Remember Tales of Vesperia? A lot of people don't know this about Tales of Vesperia on the Xbox 360, but you could actually pay to level up your characters. Yes, in an RPG. In an RPG, you could pay to level up your characters. I can't believe that stuff is coming out of my mouth. But it's true. You could pay to give yourself geld. I think that's what the currency was in Tales of Vesperia. It doesn't make sense. They're taking the most fun aspects of these games and allowing gamers to pay for it. Now, let's just think of one thing here, people. Free to play, Warframe, Blacklight Retribution, DC Universe, League of Legends. These are all examples of games that are free to play, yet you don't have to spend a dime. You can earn every single thing in the game by simply playing the game. But they have to have that because they're free to play. That's not the same case with these games like Forza and Gran Turismo. You're paying for it. Now, I'm not saying they're barring you from this content. They're not. You can earn it by either paying or by playing. But I just feel that allowing gamers to pay to get this prestigious content in these games is just, I don't feel it's right. I don't. It just takes away one of the best things in gaming. Which is why I'm really worried. I truly am worried about where gaming is going. Which is really why I hope you guys really back me up on this. I really hope you do. Because this is important. We can't leave gaming up to these corporations. We already saw what Microsoft tried to do with the Xbox One. We've seen the problems that have occurred on the PS4, the Wii U, and the Xbox One. And we're gonna have problems with not just the consoles, but with our games from all these different developers. We're gonna have these problems. And that's why we have to come together and we have to let these developers and publishers know what's what. I have to keep reminding you guys that we, the gamers, have the power. It's our money that keeps them in business. So when they fuck us over, they feel it. That's why Capcom is barely in business right now. Because they have fucked gamers over so much that they're bleeding money. They've only got, what, 130 million in the bank when it costs already millions of dollars just to produce a single game? If you guys feel differently regarding microtransactions, please let me know. I want to encourage each and every single one of you guys to make a video about this. Let your voice be heard. That's all I've got to say on the subject. I really do not want to see microtransactions take over in this new generation. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see my favorite franchises get candy crushed.